Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and a warm welcome to all our Valid Salam Media listeners this Wednesday afternoon. A rather chilly one, but we're hoping to warm you up this afternoon. Please go grab a nice hot cup of tea or coffee and do join us because we have a very, very inspirational afternoon. Let me give you a bit of a breakdown. Today on the Nafeesa Dangor Show, we're going to show you how to find joy within yourself. We're going to chat with an NPO mentoring learners from disadvantaged schools. We're also going to entice you to have a sleepover at your home with only a cardboard for one night. And we're going to unpack the hashtag annoying things on Twitter. And we debunk the myth that being outside in the cold may make you sick. So that's our lineup for today. Today, our first guest, of course, is Sister Rukshana Modan, a transformational mindset coach who's definitely going to give us some inspiration for the afternoon. And she's going to tell us how to find joy within yourself. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And it's so good to actually see you. How are you doing, Sister Rukshana?
Assalamu alaikum. It is so nice to see you. I do have challenges with my stream live, so it's been a bit of a challenge for me. So yeah, finally I do get to see you.
I've been waiting for that moment for a very long time. So thank you for joining us on the Nafeesa Dangor Show. Of course, we can see the other side of it too now.
It is very nice being on your show, Nafeesa. Like I said, I always get inspired, and just knowing that you guys do this for your community, I feel so privileged to be part of this motivation and you uplifting your community. It's I think it's such a beautiful give back. It's such a beautiful time to be helping those that I need right now. Mindset, just to motivate, just to inspire. I mean, even the nasheeds you play, I love it. It's like my gift every time from you. So yes, being on the show, the message that you're portraying it's phenomenal.
I'm glad that we could uplift spirits, and that's the whole idea of these segments and the shows, is to actually help people through this very difficult COVID-19 period, to be able to encourage them and get over their, should we say, challenges, and look forward to the future with stuff that they can actually look at, to ask themselves, what is it that they want to do once this is all over post-COVID-19? So I think for now, what have you got to discuss with us? Because we want to find the joy within ourselves, and I think that's what we're discussing this afternoon, and I think that's important, especially during this period, because a lot of people at this moment are very negative.
Yes. I think, this is something that is very close to my heart, the finding the joy within yourself. It's more about my own journey. It's about how I found things that would make me happy. And I thought it would be apt for me to share this, especially I have a few of your listeners that wrote in and said that they saw me on Monday, and they asked me, are you really truly that happy? And I said to them, yes, I am, but remember, it's about what I chose. It's about what I chose to do. Sorry, I don't know if I went off or, okay, sorry. So it's about a choice that I have made in my life. I pursued a career, and I was very competitive, and I needed to always be the best at what I did. And I always believed if I earned some more money or something. So going from a girl that was a receptionist, I didn't have any education, I had to put myself through my schooling. I always said, I'm going to be happy when I have a car. I'm going to be happy when I have a house. I'm going to be happy when I've got the job. And I always told myself, I'll be happy. There'll be one more step and one more step. And I think as I matured, I owned businesses, I owned properties. I had so much going for me that people would envy my life. The one thing that I lacked within me was the joy within myself. And I must say, Lakshakar, I went through a journey of how to find me. And that's what I want to share with you today. The joy of how did I find what I truly wanted. And I sat back 5 years ago, I started this journey, and I was like, what do I really want to achieve? Is it fame? Is it name? Is it money? Is it accolades? What do I want? Do I want to be seen? What do I want? And the one thing that I truly wanted, and I started like pursuing it with a passion, was I wanted to make a difference in people's lives. And that's what brought me joy. I would not be tired if I had to work from the morning till the night. I would not be tired no matter how. I'd sacrifice my weekends. I'd sacrifice time to be with friends and family just so that I could give back to my community. And I then realized that I am so happy. I'm so joyful.
Mm.
And going on that journey, it's like, I need more of this. This is some good stuff that's within myself. And if you find small things within your journey of finding your joy, the job falls into place. I asked myself, what is it that will make me happy? And I said, I love traveling. What is it that will make me happy? And so, like, okay, I like meeting people, but what is it about people that I like? It's like, I want to make a difference in their lives. I want to help them, empower them, to move them into spaces where they become successful, where they become joyful, where they become loving, where they get rid of their fears and their traumas. And the more I pursued this of helping corporates and schools and businesses, of taking them into their joy, their teams started getting more happier. Their staff started realizing that it was, they were part of something bigger. And if they enjoyed their job, they enjoyed and loved what they were doing, that the people that entered that business could feel the energy, they could feel the vibration, that this person wasn't just angry and frustrated to serve them, or to feed them, or to cook for them. There was actual love for their job. And people pick up on those kind of vibrations, so they want to go back. The food is not good, the setting might not be good, but the energy and the vibrations of the staff were good. And what was that? It was, they went into mindset of, what gives me passion, what brings purpose. And that joy within yourself comes from small things. I tell you, this morning I woke up, and I'm a bit of a scaredy cat for the cold. I just don't deal well with the cold. I'm not a happy person when it's cold. But then, I took myself into a joyful place. Somebody asked me the other day, it was one of your listeners, and she said, Rukshana, it's like, do you take a supplement? Do you take a vitamin to make you happy? You laugh all the time. And I thought it was so funny, because she made it sound as if I'm taking a substance to make me happy. And it made me reflect that, yes, I do take something. Because I woke up this morning, and yes, it was so cold, because I opened the window first thing in the morning for my cat to jump out. And the cold bit into me, and I was like, oh my word, I have to jump back into bed. And immediately I gave shukr and said, Yalla, you know what? I have 3 beautiful fluffy blankets on my bed. I have a roof over my head. That nighttime when I need to be warm, I close that window. How many people don't have the opportunity to close a window? They are in that cold. So I had a reason to smile. I had a reason to feel spoiled, in actual fact. And then I got a message on my phone, and somebody said, can you donate us a blanket? How's that for apt? The universe just smacked me in my face with that. So obviously I felt guilty, and I was like, oh my gosh, I just gave my happiness and my joy for my 3 blankets. So yes, I would definitely want to do the blanket drive. It is cold, and there's so many people out there freezing. And, I take it for granted that I have 3 blankets on my bed, because I get tremendously cold. What about those people sleeping on a floor? What about those people that don't have that blanket or cardboard to shield them or make them warm? So I find my joy within that, and it's true. It's not something that you can take away from me. I mean, a friend of ours, she does a lot of events with me and projects to feed. And she sent me a message the other day, and she said, I did a small little pack of soups, Do you think it's going to help your people when we feed? And I was like, absolutely. It's not about what you give, it's how you give, your niyat of what you do. And she was so excited about the soups. So for me, I think the thing that you need to understand, it's not who gives you money or that better car, or that you will never attain your joy. I have a lady, and she said to me, Rukshana, I have houses, I have cars, I have holidays, I have everything, but I feel sad within my soul, like something is missing within me. And I asked her, did you eat this morning? What did you eat? We just went through her day. I said, what did you eat? And she said, no, I had tasty wheat. And I was like, oh my God, that's decadent. I haven't had tasty wheat in a long time. I was little when my mom would make them for me. And I said, and for lunch, what did you have? And she said, I had a stir fry, and I had a lovely meal, and I had a Coke with it. And I said, okay, so what in your day upset you? And she said, no, nothing. My husband was at work, the kids were at school. There was no problem. I said, okay, still, what in your day did you find that made you unhappy? And she said, I am unhappy. I said, okay, tomorrow we're going to find your happiness. She said, sure. I said, do you mind tomorrow morning that you have something a little bit more substantial for breakfast, because we're going to be out the whole day? And she said, sure, why not? And the next morning she put on techies, she put on a tracksuit. I don't think she ever dressed that way. She's a very smart, sophisticated lady. And off I took her. And we went to 2 orphanages, but we had to clean the orphanages, scrub them up and wash them. And the thing I must must just tell you, I was so amazed. This woman had natural glow all over her. She had handy Andy on her. She was scrubbing toilets. She was washing tiles because this place was really needing some love and care. She was picking up all these dirty little kids and kissing them and hugging them. And I was like, is this the same woman I picked up this morning? That was like, I need medication. I'm not happy. And shukr alhamdulillah, she's doing it now by herself. I mean, the other day I phoned her, I said, you're making me jealous because I can't actually go out into community right now because of my immune system. I have a compromised immune system. And I said to her, you're making me so jealous. Can you share some of that energy? And she said, Rukhsana, it's so cold. These kids need blankets. They need warm jerseys. They need socks. But if you heard her, it was like she's on this permanent high. So when you start finding your purpose, I'll give you another lady. She took her retrenchment package from, a lot of companies, unfortunately, are dropping off staff. And it's a reality, whether you like it or not.
Yes.
And she went into utter depression. And that's the time she found me. And when I was coaching her, I said, what do you like doing? And she said, I'm a corporate person. I said, but there must be something you like doing. You like talking, you like packing bags. What do you like doing? And she said, I don't really know. I'll think about it. And then we had a bit of a crisis. The lady that normally cooks bulk food for us, she got sick and she couldn't make food for us. And I phoned her and I said, listen, I'm short of somebody to cook. I don't know how to cook in bulk. Can you help me? And let me tell you something. She is amazing at how she cooks. That's all she does. She cooks with love. She doesn't mess up the food. We haven't had a problem with her burning food or making the food too spicy. She knows how to cook and cater with so much of dignity and love, and she takes so much of pride in what she does. So when you start finding that passion to purpose, and I mean, she's not working, just let me tell you, so you understand, she's not working. Their husband and her relied on her salary. She was the sole mainstream income person in her home. Her husband's got a part-time job. They've got 3 kids going to school. And the other day I phoned her just to check up on her. And I said, listen, how are you financially? And she said, Rukshana, alhamdulillah, I have not slept hungry. I am eating. Everything is fine. And she says, we are feeding over 300 people a day. So
that's phenomenal.
when you find your passion, when you find the joy within yourself, when you start finding, is it that I love to cook for people? Is it that I have coaches? And I mean, this is a time when, and I did say to the listeners as well, that please, if you need our help, reach out to us, reach out to Salam Media and let them know that you need a coach. And my coaches are doing it for free. Right now, they're offering their services, their love, their coaching, purely to help people through that mindset to break through. Depression is a real thing right now. People are threatening to commit suicide. We've had teenagers that are in real distress. And the coaches have come forward and said, Rooks, you got our backing. We're here. We got your back. Don't stress. And I mean, at first I panicked. I said, how am I going to cope if I put this out onto radio? And alhamdulillah, people came forward and said, Rukshana, you need another coach? I'm here. You need another coach? Yes, I'm here. What do you need? You need people to can help with the hampers? We're here. So those people find that need, that high, that they find their joy and their purpose within themselves. So the one thing you need to understand is stop living and asking yourself that when I get that better job, I'm going to be happy. When I get that best meal, I'm going to be happy. When I get that perfect wife, I'm going to be happy. Find that joy within yourself so that wife that you have or that husband that you have becomes your perfect partner. Because you overlook all the little stupid things that normally irritate you. Find the joy within yourself that when you're cooking, you know that you're cooking with love for your family. You're nourishing a family. So you don't have a grudge cooking. You don't have a grudge to do anything. You're doing it truly from your heart. And the highest vibration, no medication can give you that, is through the things that you do for others and that it enhances your love, your heart, your health, your well-being. And give back is an amazing thing because you get tenfold back. Tenfold back. Because I mean, I'm giving you examples of ladies that are saying, I'm not working anymore. There's no money coming in. But Rukshana, we are coping. I am stretching our budget. Before they couldn't make it on 2 people's salaries. Now she's making it on 1 person's salary, but they all are happy. You know?
Wow,
so amazing. We need to ask ourselves, we need to ask ourselves, is it money that makes us happy? Is it that we pursue that if I have that BM, if I have that Gucci shoe, that I must have that Prada handbag, or I must have that Dolce & Gabbana outfit? Is that what's truly bringing you joy, or are you lacking something within your life that you're feeding with all these material things? Because if you're not getting the love, you're not getting joy, you're not getting support, you're not getting that comfort and that true romanticness and kindness and care that you should from your partners or from your children, the gratitude you should be getting, and that give back and love, then ask yourself, how can I fix this? How can I take my family? How can I take myself into joy? How can I heal me? Because nobody's going to give you joy. There's no spoon that somebody's going to come and say, Nafeesa, here's a spoon of some joy. You won't. But you tell me, on days when you're not at the office and you're not on air, how down do you feel? How difficult is it for you to get out of your pajamas? How difficult is it for you to start your day? But on the days that you have to be on Salam Media, you're up, you're done, you're dressed, you're out, because why? It's your give back time. It's your passion.
You
And
know
I've
what?
seen you in action.
I relate to what you say, and I mean, for me, the guys call this, and I call it my happy space. So I understand fully what you're saying, and I think it's as you were saying, when you find your purpose is when you find your joy. And I think I found my purpose through Salam Media, because I know whatever we're doing here for our listeners is going to be able to uplift them, and of course, direct them in the right way. So for in that way, I should say I'm really grateful for being here and for the team, because we're always doing something with a purpose. And I think this purpose means a lot to us, like how yours means to you.
Yeah. And that's why, and I mean, you can see it, and I've heard you. I mean, your energy, your bubbliness. I can hear you on the phone. The other day when you phoned me to say we're still going to be doing the show again, I could hear you tired. I could hear it's like, you're so, like, there's so many million things on your mind. But I mean, when before we went on air, I could hear you talking when they were setting you up, and I could hear your bubbliness. I could hear your excitement. I could hear that energy uplift in your I could. And that tells you a lot of yourself. So if that kind of thing is raising your vibration, you need to understand that this is your give back. And I mean, if you look at your entire history, Nafeesa, of in media and in where you come from, your background in broadcast and where you are today, that brought you money. This is bringing you joy. I'm right,
Yes,
or am I
most
wrong?
definitely, without a doubt, without a doubt. But thank you so much for inspiring me this afternoon. I think you've also, uh, although I must have acknowledged that I've, understood this a long time ago, that I found my purpose here. But I think you've just reiterated it. So thank you so much. But we seem to have run out of time. You have a lovely afternoon, and inshallah, we'll tap into you again next week.
I look forward to it. Please be warm, be safe, be loving, and just once again, find your passion and your purpose within yourselves. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. What an inspirational person. Rukshana Modan, definitely talking to us about, of course, finding our purpose. And I think that's the most important thing, because once we find our purpose, we definitely find our joy. We're going to go for a quick break. We'll